Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions and we're back with another music video. I'm trying to get back into all the things I started doing when the channel started. I just got so overwhelmed with shows and movies and everything else, I sidelined things I really did enjoy doing. One of them was watching Little Big videos, and I saw this video came out a while ago, but the reason I saw it was because I saw a new video came out called Boobs, but because I hadn't seen this, I was like, let me jump into the older ones first. No sense of jumping into the newest one. I have to start from where I left off. I'm not sure if there was anything before this. There probably was, but I feel like I watched something around the time in which this came out. So let me know if there's anything else I should check out, but I did see Boobs dropped like 2 weeks ago, and I will probably jump into that later this week, but I wanted to start somewhere, and Pendejo sounded like the place to start. Now, I've seen that word before. I've heard that word before. I honestly thought it was a B. I thought it was Pendejo, but it's Pendejo with a P. I know it means dumb or stupid or something like that. And that could mean many things when dealing with a Little Big video. Not that they're dumb or stupid. They are highly intelligent people, but their videos are so ridiculous, I don't really know what to expect. I also chose this thumbnail because I didn't want to have it spoiled. Usually I pick one where I could kind of try to decipher what is going on or figure it out. But being as we've been away so long, I wanted to go in completely blind. So before we jump in, I also just wanted to say, during the summer, I haven't talked to any of the Little Big fans since then. I went to Dragon Con in August, and one of the greatest moments of the entire event was me and my brother were drunk on the rooftop of some club. Everyone's in cosplay, we were included, but I never saw another cosplay like this the entire time I was there. An entire group of people with a boombox that was blasting Little Big music came onto the rooftop, and every one of the people were dressed like someone from Little Big and just broke into a choreographed dance in the club on the rooftop while we were just partying and drinking. And it was, you know, a lot of crazy events going on, but nothing was happening at the time. And me and my brother were like, what the frig is going on? And immediately I'm like, that's Little Big music. And everybody was cosplaying as a member of Little Big. And it was one of the most memorable, greatest parts of my experience at Dragon Con. I'd never went before. My brothers went several times. And I just had to tell you guys, because I couldn't believe there was a giant group of Little Big cosplayers. So either way, let's jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see hundreds of movies and shows I'm doing on the channel. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest. Right now we're doing Shogun, Delicious in Dungeon, X-Men 97. I just started The Shield. Thousands of shows, full unedited. In the description is the link for Patreon. If not, Pendejo from Little Big. Little Big. It's been a while. It's been about a year, maybe longer. Slips on the banana. Pendejo. Goes right back to where he started. There's a lot of people there. I'm crazy and I know it. Godzilla, whatever he is. Look at her, I love her face. That's disturbing. Call now. I love that Godzilla is still part of it. I'm lazy and I know it, but I still so. Elvis Spider-Man. The one in the pink's about to come out. She's got such great facial expressions. I mean, they all do. Oh, I thought she was gonna eat him. They're gonna come back in at some point. I was gonna say, it's gotta be on beat, or was it gonna be weird? As he gets closer, he gets enormous. Sailor Moon. Random Sailor Moon. Disturbing. That's the romantic. Is she doing it because of that? Was she doing it because of the romantic skibbity? It started where it ended and then repeated itself. I feel like there's got to be a video that puts that in a giant loop. How they do those videos that are like 24-hour loop of this. That is perfect for that. I don't know if I'm thinking too much about it, but the way he rode off on Godzilla at the end, it was sort of looking like she was getting over it, but mad because she is the one in romantic version of Skibbity that he looks like he's walking over with the rose to give her in the telephone booth, and then he goes past her, gives it to Godzilla, and then rides off on Godzilla into the sunset, and then they had a baby. We had a Godzilla baby at the end. There was a snapshot. I almost half feel like they're making that a reference like that. I mean, Little Big videos do reference one another, I feel like. Not all of them, but some of them. And I feel like that was her way of being like, I'm over it. And he rides off and she didn't even look. She didn't even like acknowledge it. Whereas in Romantic Skibbity, she bawled her eyes out and screamed and yelled, and it was amazing. It's honestly one of my favorite of the Little Big videos. At one point I did a top 10 Little Big video, and I'm pretty sure Romantic Skibbity might have been my favorite. It was definitely up there. It was definitely in my top 3. I don't even remember what my top 10 was. It was so long ago. I feel like it had to be 3 years ago at this point. I'm going to have to watch that video just to remind myself. But at the time, they were all so fresh in my head, I established a top 10. I think I even threw in the Hatters and other people. It wasn't just a Little Big, I feel like. But either way, great video. They're short. Hypno Dancer was 4.5 minutes. I feel like more than not, they're usually on the shorter end of things. Usually around like 2.5 minutes. But it was great. Lots of creepy imagery, but I get it and I expect it because it's a Little Big, like the pizza slice and she's in the shape of a pizza. And then he wipes his face off and puts his face on her. He's a banana man. I like some of the ridiculousness, like Elvis Spider-Man and stuff like that, but that is what they do. And I feel like Pendejo, aka Stupid, is everything that was. It's like stupid in an interesting way. But I mean, like I said, I don't mean it in a bad way, and I'm sure they don't mean it in that way either. It is just ridiculous. More so ridiculous than anything, I guess is the best way to put it. But I'm going to go edit this up. I figured I'd just jump in and let you guys know I am going to try to get back into these kind of things. I intend to, unless something happens and I'm not allowed to or something. But either way, you guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you've been up to, my Little Big fan base, because I know there is a lot of you out there, and I don't know how many of you are still around because it's been so long. So in the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see full unedited versions of all the TV shows and movies I do. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, doing Shogun, Hell of a Boss, The Shield, Delicious in Dungeon, X-Men 97, Jackie Chan movies, thousands of videos full unedited in the description. A link for Patreon. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!